Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP today. After 16 years of collaboration, Marc Marquez has announced the end of his sponsorship with Red Bull. The six-time MotoGP world champion shared his gratitude for the energy drink giant, while confirming his next chapter with the factory Ducati team in 2025. Ducati's dominance in the 2024 MotoGP season was nothing short of extraordinary. But General Manager Gigi Dall'Igna warns that repeating such success in 2025 might be impossible. With changes to the grid and growing competition, the Italian manufacturer is preparing for a tougher road ahead. Honda's 2024 MotoGP campaign was a season to forget, as the team struggled despite benefiting from special concessions aimed at improving its competitiveness. Joan Mir, one of Honda's riders, recently spoke about the lack of progress and the challenges faced throughout the year. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Marc Marquez and Red Bull have been synonymous with success in MotoGP. Their partnership spanning from Marquez's early days in 2008 to his move to Ducati Gresini in 2024. However, as Marquez transitions to the factory Ducati team next season, their partnership has come to an amicable end. From 2008 to 2024, an incredible journey full of challenges, victories, and unforgettable moments. Thank you, Red Bull, for being by my side every step of the way and for giving me wings throughout my career. Quote from Marc Marquez. This move signals the end of one of MotoGP's most iconic sponsorships, leaving fans and analysts speculating about Marquez's future brand associations. Marquez's switch to the factory Ducati team in 2025 has reshaped his sponsorship landscape. Ducati is partnered with Monster Energy, a direct rival of Red Bull, making it impossible for Marquez to maintain his long-standing alliance with the energy drink brand. During the post-season test, Marquez's bike notably carried no sponsorship branding, a stark contrast to his Red Bull-laden machines of the past. My alliance with Red Bull must end because I'm moving into the factory Ducati garage. Out of respect for Red Bull, I won't carry a personal sponsor in 2025. This decision reflects Marquez's commitment to maintaining professional integrity during this significant career shift. As one of MotoGP's biggest stars, Marquez's sponsorships have always been lucrative and influential. His partnership with Red Bull became a hallmark of his brand, helping elevate both his career and the sponsor's profile in motorsport. However, the move to Ducati presents a fresh chapter, not only in terms of competitive potential but also in the partnerships that will shape Marquez's future image. Marc Marquez's decision to step away from Red Bull highlights the business complexities in MotoGP. The factory Ducati team's Monster Energy sponsorship essentially dictated this change, but it opens doors to new branding opportunities for Marquez in the future. Quote from analyst. Marquez's upcoming stint with Ducati is already generating excitement. Known for his relentless drive and competitive spirit, Marquez is expected to be a key contender in the 2025 MotoGP season. While the specifics of his new sponsorship deals remain unclear, fans are eager to see how Marquez adapts to the Ducati machine and its team dynamics. Much will change in 2025, the bike, the competitiveness, and the sponsors. But I'm ready for this new challenge, Marquez concluded. Marc Marquez's departure from Red Bull marks the end of an iconic partnership, but his move to Ducati opens a new chapter in his illustrious career. With the 2025 MotoGP season on the horizon, all eyes are on Marquez as he gears up for what could be his most exciting challenge yet. The 2024 MotoGP season will be remembered as one of the most dominant campaigns in Ducati's history. With 19 wins from 20 races, 53 podiums across 8 riders, and a Constructors' Championship victory, the numbers speak for themselves. Jorge Martin clinched his maiden Premier Class title, marking Ducati's third world champion rider. Ducati comes out well, especially from a sporting point with these results. Quote from Gigi Dall'Igna. Their performance was so commanding that in races like the Japanese GP, Ducati secured the top 5 positions, and in Thailand, they locked out the top 6. As Ducati moves into 2025, Dall'Igna acknowledges that maintaining this level of dominance will be a steep challenge, especially with the impending development freeze ahead of the 2027 regulations and losing 2 bikes from their grid. Next year it will be impossible to get results like Japan, top 5, and Australia. With Honda and Yamaha benefiting from concessions, Ducati expects a fiercer fight at the front. Reflecting on 2024, Dall'Igna revealed that Ducati's strategy involved calculated risks to stay ahead of their rivals. At the start of the year, we took a few more risks, knowing the others could progress during the season. Our risk obviously paid off. Despite their overwhelming success, Dall'Igna emphasizes that the team remained vigilant, pushing the limits whenever they sensed a narrowing performance gap. The 2025 season will see notable changes in Ducati's lineup. Francesco Bagnaia will be joined at the factory team by Marquez, while VR46 rider Fabio Di Giannantonio will receive the final GP25. Ducati's number of works bikes will reduce from 4 to 3, but the team remains confident in their squad. These championships are a big thanks to all the Ducati core staff. Dall'Igna believes the team's collective effort will keep them competitive despite the shifting dynamics. With Yamaha and Honda poised to leverage their concessions, Dall'Igna expects 2025 to bring tougher battles on the track. Ducati's focus will be on retaining their edge while adapting to the evolving landscape of MotoGP. Every time I perceive a slight reduction in performance, or that the gap with the others is closing, I push my guys significantly, Gigi Dall'Igna concluded. Ducati's ability to adapt and innovate will be key to their continued success. Ducati's dominance in 2024 set a high benchmark, but the team is preparing for a more competitive 2025 season. With Marquez joining their ranks and a leaner fleet of works bikes, Ducati faces a new set of challenges. Can they maintain their position at the top, or will rivals like Yamaha and Honda close the gap? The 2025 MotoGP season promises to be a thrilling showdown. The updated concessions model introduced by MotoGP in 2024 was designed to help struggling manufacturers like Honda and Yamaha close the gap to rivals. These concessions allowed for unrestricted engine development and race riders to participate in private tests. However, the results tell a different story for Honda. The team ended the season without a single podium finish and scored fewer points in the Constructors' Championship than in 2023. Just 75 compared to 185 the year prior. This year probably in the same place we are. In the short term, we didn't get any advantage. Quote from Joan Mir. Joan Mir endured a difficult year, managing points in just 7 races, crashing 17 times, and scoring 5 fewer points than in 2023. He openly criticized the lack of progress with Honda's RC213V and the ineffectiveness of the concessions. We see it in the results, that there was no improvement. We have to find a way to get good pieces on the bike that help us to be faster. At the moment, we couldn't get it. Mir also expressed frustration with Honda's approach during the post-season Barcelona test, stating that nothing new had been brought to the table for him to try. While concessions allowed Honda's factory riders to conduct additional testing, Mir believes this actually became a burden rather than a benefit. Mir highlighted the physical and psychological toll of continuous testing between race weekends, suggesting that Honda's test team should take on more of this workload. The thing that the factory riders are able to test more, I don't think that is an advantage because if the bike is better, I would be faster. That's why we have a test team. We go one test race. Sometimes it's worse, not better. In an effort to address these issues, Honda has made significant changes to its test team for 2025. The team will now be led by Alex Espargaro, a 3-time Grand Prix winner who retired at the end of 2024. He will be joined by Takaki Nakagami, who has transitioned into a development role after losing his LCR seat to Samki at Chantra. Honda hopes this reinforced test team can develop solutions and bring improvements to the RC213V before the next season begins. What they think is working, we try it on the GPs and we see that it's better. Despite the concessions designed to aid development, Honda's 2024 season was marked by struggles and unfulfilled expectations. With a revamped test team and a renewed focus, can Honda finally turn things around in 2025? Joan Mir and his fellow riders remain hopeful, but the road ahead is steep. Thanks for watching ZNGP today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.